morning. This is your daily inspiration. I don't look as tired as I did yesterday. Made it up earlier today. It's up at 5:30. I didn't hit the snooze like I did yesterday. Just didn't hear the alarm. I guess it automatically snoozes. So I was actually up, out of the bed. That's when it counts, I guess. Up out of the bed at 5:30 because I had to piss. Starting to get back into a rhythm. I'd like to make it up at 5. The room wasn't built in a day. So I went through a just back and forth, up and down, 6 months, deciding what I wanted to do business-wise. And the first part of it, what to do with this female I knew. So now I'm actually trying to get back on rhythm. Because I picked 2 realtors, and I do 100% of my calls for them. That's all I do is real estate calls all day. It's awesome. So, daily motivation. Got to get your ass up out of bed, and I'll give Grant Cardone, who I dinged, if you're going to go watch the video. I disagree with Grant Cardone. I think there's going to be, I think that might be a long series. Okay? There's a lot of things I agree with him on, though, too. So Grant Cardone says, beat the sun up. Now, I didn't actually learn that concept first from him. I learned it from Eric Thomas, who says, get your ass up out of bed at 3 a.m. And I am not doing that. There's no point in doing that for me. The soonest I get on the phone is 8 a.m. And I just need a couple hours of inspiration. I got my music in my ears. I'm walking to get my coffee. I'm piecing together back my morning routine. And sooner than later, I'll do the same thing every morning. Do you beat the sun up? Have you ever tried to beat the sun up? I used to have to do it. I worked construction for a while when I was younger. I was a teacher. Depending on where I was teaching, I had to beat the sun up. I had to get my ass to work. Do you believe, even if you have a job, and let's face it, I said this yesterday, most people in the history of the world have had jobs. And the problem with most people that do inspirational, motivational videos or sales training or success and performance coaching is they tell you that everybody should go out and start a business. It's just not fucking realistic. So I don't want to talk to just the entrepreneurs. Maybe people at work need to be inspired. My grandfather was a fucking labor leader. So do you see the wisdom? Because I do, and I get it. If you're going to get your ass up out of bed and go do a job you may or may not like, and I guess if you're a worker, if you are never going to own your own business, that's what a worker means, which is fucking most people. Or be self-employed or whatever, okay? Is there merit and getting your ass up early. Okay, and I'm talking about the people that are not morning people. Morning people, your ass is going to be up, period. My dad was a morning person. And maybe, because he was a mechanic, maybe his job dictated that. Because other than that, he tended to be a lazy motherfucker. I don't know. I didn't get up 1 minute sooner than I had to get my ass in the shower and drive my ass to work. That's the way I was, okay? Now, I often had a hour drive where I would listen to some worship, some inspirational music in the morning and try to wrap my mind around what I was going to face that day, which wasn't always the greatest thing as a fucking teacher. Stressful ass job. Loved it at first and then grew to fucking hate it quick. So is there wisdom? Is there wisdom in getting your ass up out of bed, beat the sun up, and start to inspire yourself? Now here's what's in it for you. I believe people have shit jobs they fucking hate because they don't give a shit. So if you're gonna work, if your lot in life is I'm gonna work for somebody else, okay, you might as well get the best fucking version of that as possible. And that is impossible without a great fucking attitude and some fucking inspiration and motivation in your life. And I'm not gonna motivate you right now. I can motivate you. I can get you where you want to run through the fucking wall. The first part of your day, and nobody teaches us correctly. The first part of your day should be inspiration. What inspires you? I'm inspired right now. I like being up in the dark. It's peaceful. I like palm trees. I'm around palm trees. I'm in right now Punta Gorda. I will never live where there's not palm trees. And I'll never live where I can't walk around all times of years where I mostly can be in fucking flip-flops. That inspires me. And then the second thing I'm going to ask you is, what's your morning routine? What's your morning routine? Do you have one? And again, I'm talking to the people that fucking are not morning people, that hate fucking getting up. The hardest thing I do all day is get my ass up out of that bed. I got my ass up out of that bed. I bought my ass. I sat there, unfollowed. Every day I unfollow people on Instagram and then follow another 200. It's the only way to get this shit seen. 84 followers. I've had this channel a week. I'm gonna have all day, every day to fuck with this shit. Sooner than later, you keep fucking following people. You keep pumping the shit out. If you got some good shit to say to people, or some funny ass videos or whatever, sooner or later, just like anything else, you'll go viral. It's like anything in life. Bible talks about the persistent widow. They fucked her out of something, out of money somebody stole from her, and she kept wearing the fucking judge out till the judge finally said, all right, fine, you get your way, leave me the fuck alone. And people say, oh, well, that's fucked up. Why would you fucking act that way? It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It says God himself will seek and fucking knock. It says keep knocking on the door. If you need something, go knock on your neighbor's door in the middle of the night. It says this. You gotta stay at it. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. If you can, and it may not always work out. I got telephone misuse charges when I was younger, calling my ex-wife. It doesn't always work out. I don't regret it. Oh well. I didn't like what was going on with my son. Before I even knew what the Bible said, I was a badgering motherfucker. I don't stop calling. If I get a lead, I'm going to call that motherfucker so I die or they die. If they're an actual lead, a qualified lead, I'm going to call that motherfucker, I die or they tell me to fuck off. If they literally say the words fuck and off, and I'm done, I'm done. I don't care how mad they got the first call. I don't care how mad they got the second call. I don't care if they ask me to leave them the fuck alone. If they're qualified, I'm going to keep motherfucking calling. A lot of people, there's athletes out there. You don't make it because you don't fucking keep fucking pounding. I got a scholarship for football, full ride, because I sent tapes out. And honestly, I should have kept sending them. Well, somebody said yes, I didn't have to. I'd have kept doing it. It's just the way I am. If you call up, let's say you get an overdraft fee. I used to get them. Very few of them stuck because I call up and just badger them. And I always figured this, and I'm correct. If you talk to 3 people, one of them's going to give you your way. My dad, I'd run up the fucking telephone bill with long distance back in the day when we all lived together after my mom died. And I go out to the payphone because the phone was off, and they could hear me. It was right, kind of almost in the backyard, sort of. We had a condo in Chesapeake Beach. And I would just fucking do whatever it took. Bully, fucking cajole, charm, whatever it took. That fucking phone would be back on with $0 paid or minimal. Minimal. And he'd laugh. Say, man, the motherfucker, get that phone off. But sure as shit, I'd never seen him go down to that payphone and not come back with the phone back on. Period. End of story. So, there's our morning inspiration to get my coffee and get into my morning routine.